Yo, what's cracking everyone? Eric Ship 111 here. So just recently, some very interesting leaks were discovered by data miners in regards to new content that was found within the files of Forza Horizon 5. Now, the information here was discovered by a user known as TGR55 over at GT Planet, so all the credit goes towards him, but it looks as if sometime in the future we are getting a new Horizon drag story along with 3 new cars. Now, we know that Series 17 is of course the Japanese automotive update, and for the following update, Playground Games have already teased that we are getting a Horizon Wild Takeover, which will introduce a stunt park, new collections, new decorations, and of course new cars. However, since the actual update download for Series 17 went live, it looks as if Playground Games have also included or accidentally left additional files, and according to the data miner, a file which was named as HAD, perhaps short for Horizon A something drag or whatever it's called, included some very interesting in-game dialogue, and after some careful investigation, this was the information that was gathered thus far about the new Horizon drag story. Alejandro's and Papa Fernando's 1968 Dodge Dart Hemi Supersport is the focus of the new story. We will be drag racing vehicles from various eras. According to the dialogue, the new drag racing system uses quote-unquote drag zone traffic lights, which is very interesting, and I will tell you why after. A marked box of some sort will serve as a starting box. When you stop for 3 seconds, the lights will be on, and when they turn green, then the race begins. The light will cycle again if you have missed it, and the drag races also appear as normal races too. Now, please do take all of this information with a pinch of salt, as not everything might be interpreted correctly, but let's just take everything that we know here at face value. This is certainly a Horizon story that the community has requested for quite some time now, something that is drag related. You know, back in Horizon 4, there wasn't a lot of drag racing we could do. There was a quarter-mile drag strip at the festival site, but it just felt like Playground Games neglected this aspect of the game despite being very popular in Horizon 3. And now with Horizon 5, I mean, the map does cater for drag racing, so it is great to see that finally, after so many years, that we are getting a Horizon drag story. Now, whether this will take place only at the drag strip near the festival site or other various drag strips that are featured on the main map of Horizon 5 remains to be seen, but from what I can gather thus far, this Horizon drag story feels a little similar to Donut Media's campaign, where we will be given a tutorial on how the world of drag racing actually works. So the leak states that there will be a new drag racing system that uses drag zone traffic lights. So does that mean that in this Horizon drag story, it will introduce a far more intricate drag racing countdown as opposed to the normal 3, 2, 1, go that we currently have in Horizon 5? I actually think so, as it also states in the leak that when you stop at the mark box for 3 seconds and you miss the green light, then the lights will cycle again. So it sounds like a proper drag start is being implemented in this Horizon story. But the biggest problem we have here is right now on the main map of Horizon 5, there are no drag lights to be seen. Now, with that said though, for those who have played Forza Horizon 5 from launch, will know that for about a month or so, there were drag lights on the main drag strip near the festival site, but for whatever reason, Playground Games completely removed them. Perhaps they couldn't get the lights to sync up with all the players within one server, who knows, but for this drag racing story to work, that means that the drag lights must return, or they could just be featured within the Horizon drag story. I'm also very interested when it says that the drag races are also available as a normal race. What does that exactly mean? Could it mean that in one of the chapters, you race against other people online using this newly introduced drag racing mode? Or will the story unlock the new drag racing system for all the existing drag races available in Horizon 5? I actually don't know, but basically what I believe is that the entire point of this Horizon drag story is Playground Games testing out this new drag racing launch system and has packaged it into a nice story story that ties up with some of the characters in Horizon 5, and also provide a tutorial for everyone to show how it all works. Essentially pretty similar to the Donut Media Horizon story, where the entire point of that was to teach players how to modify and tune their vehicles for a specific goal. However, with the Horizon Drag story, no collaborations with any huge drag racing YouTubers are present, which is actually a good thing as it keeps our expectations low, and it doesn't allow for Playground Games to use any huge YouTuber's name or brand to overhype something that they are bringing into the game. Then, of course, the 3 new cars that looks to be accompanying the new Horizon Drag story. According to the in-game hidden dialogue, there's mention of the Lamborghini Huracan STO, the Rimac Navara, and a Camaro Pro Stock. Now, just bear in mind that no actual texture files or thumbnails were discovered here, but my goodness, should this be all true? Is Playground Games finally stepping up to the plate? First, the Lamborghini Huracan STO. Yes, I know we have seen so many Huracans in Horizon 5, and to some within the community, they don't want to see any more of those models in the game, but rather something else. However, in the Forza's suggestion hub, the STO is one of the top 10's most requested cars that we actually want. So I'm guessing that Playground Games are listening to our request. Then there's the Rimac Navara, which is of course a production model of the Concept 2 that's already featured in Horizon 5. Now, I don't know how different the two models are, or if there are any specification variances, but if they are nearly identical vehicles, what do we expect? It's Playground Games. If there's any chance to bring in an electric car, they will do it. And lastly, but certainly not least, the Camaro Pro Stock. Now, no year was mentioned for this car, but for those that don't know, these are proper drag racing vehicles with fat tires at the back, all motor, and making upwards of 1500 brake horsepower. I mean, if Playground Games bring one of these Camaro Pro Stocks in, that would be so cool, because this opens up the doors for other proper drag cars being featured in the series sometime in the future. And of course, if they do bring in proper drag racing, does that mean that for certain vehicles, Playground Games will start introducing drag specific modifications? Who knows? And remember, there was no year that was mentioned for the Camaro Pro Stock. And if we rewind back to the beginning of this video, it did state that the Horizon Drag story will allow you to be racing cars from various eras. So could this mean that there'll be a bunch of different Camaro Pro Stocks from different years being introduced into Horizon 5? What do you guys think? Let us know down in the comment section below. I do read all of your comments, guys. But anyways, if you guys did find this video interesting or useful, please make sure to smash the thumbs up button, as it really does help me out. And of course, if you would like to stay up to date with everything Forza Horizon 5 related, be sure to click the subscribe button with notifications turned on, so that way you won't ever miss out on another video that goes live. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.